Is Mahomes, the Mahomes stack with Travis Kelce, with Tyreek Hill, is that no longer just a Sunday autoplay?
Okay, so let's break this down into two parts here. For fantasy purposes, the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. Use this as an opportunity to make to cash in on the people who are still skeptical that the Chiefs aren't this great offense for fantasy purposes. Yes, Tyreek Hill is still the most explosive weapon in the NFL. Travis Kelce is still the best possession tight end receiver in the NFL. It's just they've been not as efficient on offense. Mahomes has had some bad turnover luck, injuries, etc. Everything has hit this team at the same time. They also have a defense who just keeps putting them in holes. And if you do that long enough, the bad turnovers will happen. Things will look bad. But yeah, the explosiveness is still there. So for fantasy purposes, not much has changed. Maybe you're going to see a little bit more variability until this team gets a little bit better on the defensive side. But bad defensive teams often leads to great fantasy performances anyway. So I'm not even sure we should care about that. From a real life perspective, this feels like a team that is going to have a hard time turning it around in time. Now, it's a 17-game season. I'm not writing them off completely, but we've seen them get dusted now by two other AFC the Ravens didn't really dust them, by two other AFC top teams. And again, this isn't a team who's probably projecting for a bye or anything. Are they going to hold up through 3 playoff games? I don't think the defense is going to get there this year. So I'm not really interested in them in betting. Like I said, I'd rather go to the bigger odds on the Tennessee Titans right now.
Pierce, how are you looking at it?
Yeah, I think the Chiefs have some serious problems. We probably need somebody who understands the X's and O's a little bit better to figure out what is going on with this team. But something is way off. Maybe, the acquisition of Orlando Brown in the offseason from the Ravens, they moved him over to their offensive line. Typically, he was a run blocker, not necessarily a pass blocker. You look at Mahomes, though, his pressure rate is about the same as it's always been. You look a little deeper, though, and his pocket time is a half a second slower than where it's been career-wise. 1.9 seconds in the pocket. He's typically at 2.5 or higher. So maybe there's something there. His on-target percentage is lower than it's ever been. There might be something going on with his offensive line and Patrick Mahomes. Again, I'd like to see a really, football genius break it down. But I would be concerned moving forward.